Texas Republican Dan Crenshaw joins us now. The Speaker says nobody is in danger. Your response to that, please.
That's just such a tone-deaf comment to make from Speaker Pelosi. She says nobody's in danger. I mean, we had an armed gunman show up to Justice Kavanaugh's house with the intent to kill him. I mean, he's admitted as such. He has protesters at his home. I mean, imagine living like this. You're Supreme Court justice. The entire point of being a Supreme Court justice as a career path, by the way, is so that you don't deal with the politics. You know, that you can actually just do the judicial reasoning, and that's not what they're being allowed to do. And Speaker Pelosi doesn't seem to care because she actually likes this. She actually likes the fact that they're being pressured because she doesn't want the outcome that she's fearing.
That, in my opinion, that is a threat to democracy. Challenging Supreme Court justices in their homes, that's a threat to democracy. And we've just gone through the first day of the January 6th committee hearings airing last night. What is more important to your constituents in Texas, inflation and gas prices, or January the 6th?
Well, inflation obviously ranks way, way, way up there. Border security is probably a pretty close second. And no, those hearings don't really rank at all. And look, I think my constituents are certainly concerned about their Supreme Court justices as well. And just the idea that she says that she's waiting on the Senate is nonsense. They passed this bill unanimously. This isn't a complicated bill. You just need more funding for security for families. You don't have to figure out how to do security. We know how to do security. You just need to fund it. The fact that we didn't vote on that this week is atrocious.
But do you look? I'm being rather forceful here. The demonstrations outside justices' homes and the attacks on them, that constitutes a threat to democracy. That's perhaps a greater threat to democracy than January the 6th, in my opinion.
I would agree. I mean, it's a threat to our institutions. It's a threat to the entire purpose of the Supreme Court. Right. Again, the Supreme Court is supposed to be isolated from politics, isolated from this public pressure. That's why they serve lifetime terms, for instance. You know, the court system is very different from the political system. You want to publicly pressure me to vote a certain way? I'm used to that. I get it. I expect it when I run for office. That is not what's expected for Supreme Court justice. They're supposed to follow the law. They're supposed to interpret the law.
I'm sure you've seen this, but I'd love your comment on it. More than 4,000 border agents could be fired for not being vaccinated. That's about 20% of all agents. You're a border state. You're from Texas. What would that mean for the border crisis?
That would be enormous for the border crisis, and yet another reason that somebody like Secretary Mayorkas needs to be impeached. I mean, this guy just refuses to do his job, refuses to enforce the law, lies to Congress about what's happening on the border. And this is the first I've heard of it. But if this is also true, then that would also be grounds for impeachment. I mean, there seems to be attempt after attempt to deliberately open up our border and create a lawless state. This is why this ranks so high on issues for voters, because they see it as an injustice on our sovereignty. They see it as an injustice, by the way, for legal immigrants who want to come here the right way. You know, and this is easy to fix. We have to, and this is what I would say to Republicans: when we get the majority, we need to focus on reforming our asylum laws and reforming the abuses that happen. That's the fundamental reason this is happening.
Congressman Dan Crenshaw, Republican from the great state of Texas. Thanks for being here, sir. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much.